There is a microphone at the top for the left channel and a microphone at the right side for the right channel. Don't ask me why, that's Samsung's stupid decision. Why is the camera quality so bad for filming with the tablet? My phone's memory is really full and we needed the stereo, so yeah, that's why we're running stereo. So, sorry for the lack of uploads, but I've been quite busy. And really, I don't have any content in backlog. I probably do, but I forgot where it's at. So, that's where we're at with that. Here's a bit of a hint. Yeah, Bowers and Wilkins. Speakers have been upgraded. So I need to talk relatively low though, since I kind of forgot that at the start of this video, but these microphones are pretty sensitive, so anyways, what's the sound of this reel-to-reel? Let me just... So first thing you'll notice, since this has quite a few quirks, when I turn it on, listen to this. That's voltage going through the DIN jack all the way to the speakers, and they do a really big wave. So I disable the Bowers and Wilkins when I turn on this thing, and turning it off as well. That's no bueno. So yeah, those are the Sonys that are on orbit. Also, listen to the lovely, very quiet motor idle it has. Gets even better when you change the speed. You can feel it through the floor. When you rewind, or fast forward, you can barely hear it working, but playback works fine. Can't play too much of this, since I do not have a reel with copyright free music or NCS on it. Lovely. It's not falling apart. Oh yeah, this is, by the way, this is a stereo reel, I just kind of forgot. So yeah, can't play too much of this, yeah. Especially of that, that's what I can do, however, is change the speed and hope for the best. So I'm guessing it's idler wheel driven, since there's one large motor you constantly hear idling. And also, if I lift this off, you'll see that it's a single head machine. So there's the play head in there, can't be bumped against my phone for light. So there's a record head, there's an erase head. Replace this pad since the pad was non-existent. This is the original idler tire, pinch roller. That's what. And the idler wheel is constantly moving. If you see that it's yeah, the brake works very well on this. Doesn't. I mean, it works better than the Sony, which is completely shot. but it's a single head machine. It isn't like you can monitor. Not to my knowledge, at least. It's a single head machine. Now where is did I put technical difficulties? There we go. That's back on. So if one searches up Hi-Fi TG 544 stereo, which is very nice, you can use it as a 4-track mono or 2-track stereo. For people who know how the reel-to-reel works, so like stereo that way, stereo that, or 2 tracks that way, 2 track that way. So yeah. For this size reels, I use the setting. For larger, I sometimes put it like this, but mostly pre-recorded stuff from like we call it in Dutch, de jaren stilletjes. Vintage recordings, so then they're usually done at this. But I use cassette more since it uses less power. This machine is a whole fuckwit. You can hear it downstairs. When this is on another bit, you can really hear the ceiling go. Because this is on the floor, by the way. I mean, my setup is something to behold, but it works. Speaker placement also very bad, so they get shouty real quickly. They go stupid loud, which is fun, by the way, and annoying for the neighbors. They're like, God damn it, he has even bigger speaker sound. Yes, I do. Sorry about it. I try to be civil. The inbuilt speakers do still work. So I'm guessing I'm gonna call this video a bit about my SABA reel-to-reel and some rambling. So here's the thing. I got it for free. And I'm actually having a hunch. I saw another one for what, 15 bucks. So maybe try, was it smoke or am I saying shit? Anyways, yeah, especially if this one now decides to go up in smoke. So just to have another one, since I do really like the sound quality this gives, and the camera doesn't really. I mean, you saw it with a good camera. This thing looks stunning, and I do have the dust cover for it, which is even more awesome. The inbuilt audio output does, however, work. So let's just do a bunch of this. Do a bunch of this. Not touch the rec level since it's set up where it barely peaks right now. Yeah, that's also some, I don't know, but it works and it sounds pretty good, so I don't care enough. So the inbuilt sound output works. Luckily this balance issue doesn't portray to the DIN output, since yes, this is a machine that uses a fucking DIN. I like RCA more, since DIN is it's funky format in my opinion. All the 1001 connectors, meanwhile RCA just has plenty of colors, but that's easy enough. And then what kind of shag do we need this time? But yeah, no, it's I recommend if you see one of these and you do kind of know how these work, and you know, I mean, I'm willing to explain how to wind a reel to anybody. and either this or a small machine. I've got plenty of mono, I mean, I guess they're all mono, portable machines, which I think I've shown before. Don't pin me on that though. And I really like Ein Aus Schnelllauf. Pause, stop, start, Aufnahme, record, and this is a switch for what do you want, since it doesn't do that automatically. If you want to record something, move it over to record, or you're gonna record jack shit. Very funny. You'll think you'll record something, but you gotta make sure it still works. The light's on. The blurring was over there's on. Oh boy. Yeah, oh, that made it even worse. So you see? Oh boy. Yep. Yeah, go camera. Oh shit, well, I'm having a blur spot. I love this camera. I absolutely don't. But, gotta get some moving on screen before people tap away. And yeah, when you're in this mode, you can't just, you gotta do a bunch of this, and then you're in record. Don't worry, I don't care about this side. So when you do this, it doesn't record anything. So, oh, another fun noise. And yeah, there's a bunch of tape shedding always, which I guess is very bad. But I mean, I haven't encountered any problems, and I don't use reels often enough. Not this machine, the little ones, my alarm clocks in the cassette deck, it's shot, unfortunately, and it's, oh, it would never sounded good anyway. The tape thing that I used to wake up to, it literally was. I guess the modern $5 Temu special you can get had better wow and flutter than the shit there. I mean, it does have Dolby noise reduction, which obviously licensing stopped around 2016, and some people do not get new units don't have Dolby. No, since they literally can't, but Theo was working with DRNS, which dynamic noise reduction or some. I mean, I wonder if JVC still licenses their stuff, since to my knowledge it was compatible with Dolby B, and it actually, I mean, in my tests they sounded pretty good, and in terms of high loss there wasn't really any to speak of. I mean, yeah, but not terrible and fun anybody's who's not new or as super cute. It's not gonna hear over 15 kHz. Maybe 16 if you're lucky, but considering my hearing is not the greatest in high-end by tests, and yeah, the fact I've got light in it, which is no, I'm not happy with that, but I can't ignore it's in the high-end that I usually ignore anyways. It's like a TV whistle, so if you know, you know. It's not fun, but I survive for now. We'll see. This still works. Tape counter. My hands look dirty, but they're, I mean, I've barbecued, but they're not fucking black. That's this shite cam. It's not a light. That's an ideal, which lights very well. But no, if you want to see more of this stuff and this kind of, also car spotting, my Instagram, I've got it linked in my channel's description thing, if I remember, I'll copy and paste the link in the description. It could be I forgot. I'll paste the comment from my laptop. Way handier. Anyways, if you wanna have any questions about how do I spool a reel or what recording and how did that, just ask me. I mean, might be an idea, but only if you wanna know. Well, I guess I need to make time for it. And yeah, just head over on Instagram. You get Instagram exclusives like a tour of the desk setup. You get audio filtered content since copyright. I don't know how it works, but usually you don't really have to worry, I guess. Correct me if I'm wrong. I seriously appreciate that, but I don't think. Yeah, internet is internet. Anyways, welcome to the internet, Bo Burnham. That's quite a funny song. Anyways, this was a stereo reel to reel, and this is a bit of a sound than the normal. So remember, you wanna, you know the notification thing, how that works. Just the thing. I'm not gonna say it. And you know what? I wanna try something. Usually it blinks when you say it, so I hate saying it, but like the video and remember to subscribe. So those two things should have lit up. So subscribe, like, subscribe, like. I'm just testing something. So usually happens, I don't know, because YouTube layout changes like every 5 milliseconds or whatever. It's from what I know, it just circles it on. It's kind of funny to see, but I mean, you choose yourself, you find the shite content. Fair enough. Dislike the video if you want to. And yes, the dislike count is still there for creators, funnily enough. So, yeah. YouTube is being weird. I don't know, man. Anyways, that's it. Good.